Morning everybody, welcome back to the farm. Well, this is the damage. So that big branch come down straight on the fence. At least it didn't start to get too bad, I suppose. But yeah, we'll get rid of the wood. We're gonna have to join the strands of wires because they won't be long enough now, and then straighten out the mesh. And yeah, you can see how it's pulled it here, dropped all this down. But anyway, got some wire, we got a gripple tensioner, pliers, and some gripples. We'll get started, eh? It'd have to be one of the easiest tree removals I've had. Normally you've got to get the chainsaw in here and you're cutting for a while just to try and move anything. So I suppose could have been a lot worse than what it is, I guess. That's what I'm saying. Alright, let's join some of these cables and yeah, I'll show you what the go is. Alright, I'll give you a bit of a rundown. I've got you can see the old cable on the right, the old wire on the right, new wire on the left. Opposite here with the gripple. Here's the gripple. So what you got to do, it's hard one-handed, but we'll try. So only thread through one way. Not sure whether I've caught that for you or not, but and you just need to leave 100mm hanging out each end at least. Like that, so that the tool can grab onto it. And then this one here, go through the white wire hole. And this one, I put one on before. Oh. So hang on, let me set this up. Not sure what you can see at all, but yeah, basically just poke it through like that, and then you got this tool slips on there, and then the other end grabs the wire. And that's how you get tension on it. Just do a bit from the other side as well, just to keep it sort of even. We don't want the gripple to jam up against the star post. Then we go back over here. I don't know how it's going to be for you in the bushes, but we'll see how we go. Alright, you can see there, you can see I've tightened these up. You got the new wire there, good bit of tension on it. Same as this one. We've straightened out the mesh. I will have to get the clip gun. We'll clip all this back on here and here, either side of where it come down, and I'll even clip these back, tidy them up so the animals don't poke themselves. Now we've just got the barb. Hook the barb up, which is always fun. So I'll put you down and I'll get this going, I think. As far as fence fixes go, that one was pretty easy. Probably shouldn't say that because the next one will be way hard, but yeah, I've got it all back up. Just got to get the clip gun, clip these back, and tidy all this stuff up. But I'll go and do that in a minute. The other issue we had was with all that rain, the pigs like to come out. And normally it's not too bad. The little ones can sort of sneak in under the fence, but because of that hole there, everything was getting in. And it's probably a bit easier to go for a ride, but if we've got time, I'll take you around and show you where they've just tore the place up. It's a bit disheartening sometimes. You can see here's a small one here. Right, but then, oh, there you go. Look at that. These little bulldozers they are. You know what it is about the rain brings out the smell, I think. They can smell what they're looking to eat. Yeah, little holes everywhere. So yeah, we're going, we'll have a look at the time. If we've got time, I'll take you for a bit of a fence ride around this paddock. We'll make sure it's all still pretty good before we move the animals in here tomorrow. Sure how well you can hear me, but there's one of our little springs down there that we dug up just to see. It's dry, and yeah, see what it does, where the water comes from, see if we can do anything with it, I guess. There's my old beehives. There's all the bees that I've absconded from them. I'll have to clean them up. A few kangaroos, some more pig diggings there at our feet. So far the fence is alright. Oh, yeah, just the pigs have been right through here. Not sure whether you can see it there in front of us as well. All this fence is new. We put it in a year ago, I guess. So it shouldn't be too bad, but you never know when a tree's going to come down on it. A few small holes like this that I've seen so far. Just from the, I think the wombat start them, and then everything else starts to push under them as well. we're here, we'll stop and see how much water we got in this tank. We hooked this one up 2 weeks ago as well. All right, she's full. Full. All right, good. It's nice to know. So it just means we need to get the, we've got to take this out on my tank up at the house. It wasn't feeding into the tank down the hill because that was all blocked up. So we'll take that out. But yeah, we've got to get the excavator back down here, fill in around this tank, finish it off. See more of what the pigs have done out here in front. Everywhere really. Up there near the house, there, over behind me. Well, that's it. That's a full lap around the house paddock. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Not sure how well you can see, but down there, just up the road a little bit, next to the fence, little kangaroo. He was standing at the gate for a minute there. Thought he was going to come in and say hello, but no, he chose the road. There he goes. Hopping off. See you, buddy. You won't be far. There's usually about 6 or 7 of them in here first thing in the morning. If I get up early, just munching the grass down. All right. Well, we've loaded up with our little fence repair stuff. We're going to go around the back here where we saw those couple of holes earlier, and then we've also got to put up a little fence either side of that new rainwater tank down there, just so that the animals don't get in and knock the fitting off the bottom of the tank. Ask me how I know. We're going to do the same to my big tank. As I arrived here one weekend and realised that they'd bumped the valve open and drained 10,000 litres of water, which is a little bit depressing. So yeah, we're going to learn from our mistakes and we're going to fix it up this time. We're just doing a bit of four-wheel driving down in the back corner. See how close we can get to these holes. I'm pretty confident we should be able to get pretty close to them. I did drive the tractor along a bit down here. Eventually I'll need to bring the dozer down and just push a little track in. It's just that bit right there gets a bit funky, but then you cruise on up through here. That's fine. Do I go high or do I stay low? Anyway, I think there's a hole behind me, so I might park here, fix that, and have a look, assess the situation. Yes, there's the hole there. Only a small one, but enough for those sheep to start pushing through, and they form bad habits. So we'll jam a bit of mesh in the way and now, I'm not saying that this is the right way, this is just my way. Alright, and my thinking behind it is that the spikes in the bottom go in either side, which help hold it below the fence line, but then it also stops them from just digging a hole beside the patch. One thing I will say is, yes, it's going to help to rust my fence, but here's what it is. We've only got a certain amount of time here. But you do make sure you tie it off to your strands of wire. So one there, one here. I don't quite reach that one up there, but that's fine. All the pressure's going to be down lower. So yeah, that's how we do that. Now we've just got to miss that rock over there. You just look out for it for me. Nice one. Now here we're going to have to definitely go high around all these rocks. Big hole just there, I think. It is there, yep. Big hole. Up here on this bit of a flat. Well, that's another one done. This is what I mean by I'll just end up pushing another hole straight in next to it. So we might actually have to come and wire this down. We're in the lowest part of the fence line. You can sort of, I don't know whether you can see, but it's where the fence dips. If you don't tie the fence down, the tension on the fence actually lifts the fence up out of the ground. So we'll have to come and sort that out, I think, next time we come down. So I'll put these back in the ute. Alright, so this is what we're looking at here. We're just trying to protect this shut-off valve, the bottom of the tank where it attaches, and this pipe. So we're just going to run a fence from here to here, and then do the same on the other side, just to stop the sheep from getting to that part there. Yeah, so nothing too special here, just a fence and a fence. Stop the animals from stepping on that pipe. Oh, let's keep patching holes. Here we go, lucky last hole, well worn. And you can see the kangaroo fluff on them. And the little kangaroos busting through there. They bend all these. Must have some scratches on their backs, eh? Anyway, get this hole plugged up, and then we're going to go and wrap some netting around a couple of trees so that the cows don't take the tops off them. Yep, just the same as the others, just enough to stop them from getting through. Alright, well, I've got the clip gun with me, so we'll go and patch that section of fence we fixed earlier. We'll just clip all that off, and then we've got to put the fences around my tank outlet. Is what we're doing before the trees. Couple little kangaroos. Just remember, matey, the hole in the fence is not there anymore. You probably should go back out that gate. Like, everyone thinks they're cute and fluffy and nice, but gee, they wreck some fences. If they're not going underneath them or through them, they're getting caught up in the top of them. I guess it's their place, but you know, like there's a gate open just down there. They would have just walked through it. Come on, boss. Come on. Keep it going. There we go. Herding kangaroos, eh? We're real farmers now. I'll wrap this section of fence. I'll give you a bit of a rundown. I've got the clip gun here. So that's a pretty cool tool. Got these they're the rings. Alright, simple as that. We turn it on and then we're good to go, I think. So you can see there we go. What we will do is we'll hold, look, I'll give you a quick rundown and then I'll get to work. Because this one-handed YouTube business is a bit rough, you know. Alright, let me get it done. Yeah, not sure how well you can tell the difference, but I've cleaned up all these tails. They're held in. All these, just neatens everything up, hangs it back on the wire on those three strands, bottom, middle and top. So this is what we're trying to protect, just so they don't bump it again. I've taken the lever off it now so they can't actually bump it, but yeah, they knocked it with their foot and just slowly drained 10,000 litres. But I'd hate for the cows to come across and step on it and bust it out of the tank. That'd be even worse. So I've got a couple of fence panels, we'll chuck them in, and a few star pickets, and we'll keep on keeping on. Another job done. This one I've made like a gate, just because I know I can just untwist that wire. I know I'm going to be in there for, I've still got connections to do. I want to put a standpipe down the hill, so I can use my, so I can fill up that trailer down there. And yeah, I need to have a bit of access to it so I can pump water back up into the house tank for when I run out of water. So yeah, alright, tree time. Alright, so this is the plan. I've got this netting here. We're just going to wrap it around, you know, come up a bit higher, just to stop the cows from taking the tops off that one and that one, the walnut tree. So yeah, I'll show you once it's all done. But I'm just going to use that clip gun, just clip it on, clip it back to itself. Should be fine, I think. So that should keep them out of there anyway. It's not, you know, if they really want to get it, they're going to get it, but you know, that'll stop them from just taking the top off the trees. And hopefully once the canopy gets high enough, they can keep it pruned, the underside of it. Just be some nice shade trees for them at some point in time. Oh, well, there's one more to do on the other side, a little chestnut tree, no, hazelnut tree. We'll go and wrap some netting around it. And then we're going to go and have a look at maybe putting a bit of a hot wire up there to stop them from leaning in and pruning my fruit trees. Well, here we are, just down the hill of the house. We've got our hazelnut tree. Now, I'm guessing it didn't like the few hot days we had. Plus, I think every animal's been able to get their head in through this mesh, including the deer that get around down here. So I'm sure they would have loved to snack on it. But yeah, we'll just try and wrap this up the same as those other ones. All right, another job done. I'll keep them out. I don't mind them getting in the bottom. I think they could help keep the grass down and the weeds down a bit. So yeah, hopefully she grows. I only planted it last year, so it hasn't even gone through a full season yet. I guess it's got to acclimatise to the amount of water and the heat and stuff down here. Well, unfortunately we're not going to have time enough to do the electric fence around here to keep the cows out, so I've decided that I'll just put them into the top paddock again. There's about the same amount of grass in there as there is in here, and we'll pick some apples. We'll fix that that cover on that one that blew off. Might just have a look at some of these roses again. So pretty. Oh well, I'll get picking. Well, it doesn't even look like we've done anything, but we've got a nice half a bag of apples, and then we've got some cow apples, just a little bit ugly. We're not going to eat them, so no point letting them go to waste. We'll climb in here and strip off a few more of these. And again, looks like I've done nothing. Didn't even touch it. But got another bag of apples. Now I'm going to fix this, try and put this cover back over, and then I think we're going to put a cover over that fig tree. It's covered in figs. I think they're a fair way off, but the birds tend to like to eat them before we do. So we'll get that done and probably pack up and get out of here, I think. Oh, this wind's picked up, so I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to hear, but I got these nets off Amazon. Terrible quality, because that one over there, the string just broke and it kept breaking. The strings deteriorated in one season. I ended up having to use my clip gun to clip all the bottom together just to hold it on. But yeah, I'll give this a go. It's better than no protection, I guess. Oh well, see how that goes, see whether it lasts, see how much damage it does to the tree. I don't know, I'm not very hopeful, but we'll see if we get a crop of figs off it. So there's quite a lot in there. Would be nice to get a few more than just one. Alright, well, it's time for me to leave. Thanks for watching. Now, you didn't think I'd leave without feeding the cows and the sheep. Oh, he knows what he's in for. Hey bud, he's seen the bread bag. Oh, yep, they're hungry. I'll pop you up here. Hopefully you can see alright. let's see if we can get in, open that gate up there, close that gate over there, without too much carnage. Hey, beat it! Come on! Beat it! Go on! Shoot! Shoot! Hey! Get out of here! To be fair, I am carrying the food bucket, so get out of here! I want, beat it!